nice.
It's all right. Can I order a strawberries and cream frappuccino?
Yeah.
Basically, miles per kilowatt hour is the equivalent to miles per gallon in a fueled car. So you measure the energy in an electric car in kilowatt hours as opposed to gallons or litres of petrol. For example, in one of the MG4s, it's got a 61 kilowatt hour battery. So you'd measure the miles per kilowatt hour is how many miles you'd get to that battery. So your range would be your miles per kilowatt hour multiplied by the size of the battery. So WLTP is a lab-based way of measuring the efficiency of a vehicle. It replaced an older system which was called NEDC, which is New European Driving Cycle, which lots of people said wasn't realistic. The problem is it's still done in a lab, so it's always going to be under controlled conditions. So you'll get much worse than it sometimes if you drive in cold weather with the heating on, but then in a warm sunny day you might get much better than it. So it's just to give you a rough indication of the range of a vehicle rather than actually be a kind of definitive, definite way of measuring it. So it's to give you a good impression so all cars are on a level playing field, because that test will be the same on all vehicles. The charging infrastructure in the UK is worlds apart from many other countries, and actually if you look here, we're actually charging in a motorway services which actually has capacity for more than 10 vehicles. So the infrastructure is improving all the time and there's new chargers going in daily. So vehicle to load is available in all the MG electric range, and what it does is it allows you to power things off your vehicle. So effectively your vehicle becomes a mini power station, so you can power things like televisions, small electric cookers. There's unlimited number of things, so you can actually go for that glamping experience when you go camping and power all these things off your car. Lots of research now has shown the batteries are lasting significantly longer than 10 years. Many research papers now say they'll last over 21 years and still be able to go on to second life uses after they've gone out of the car. That's not true anymore. It used to be when early production of electric cars, they were quite resource intensive, but all of these factories have got much greener. They're making batteries using things like renewable energy, wind and solar, and also the processes use less materials such as cobalt now, because those materials are quite expensive. So if you can minimize those from the production process, you can get the price of the batteries down. So actually you can work out now that an electric car has probably paid back its extra carbon production in the second year of its life compared to a fueled car.